Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Vanderpump Rules, some scumdaval, scandaval, whatever you want to call it. But before we get into all of it, I wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you who joined us and just celebrating Pop, sending all of the beautiful messages. It's really so sweet. And thank you, thank you. He would have loved it. And I can't express my gratitude enough. But we are back to talk about Vanderpump Rules and Raquel, Charlie, Andy Cohen, and also some interesting new ratings that recently came out. So before we get into all of it and all of the shenanigans, no pun intended, but maybe it was, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, I say, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
You know, one thing that I felt like I thought it was kind of cool, and I was like, you know what? We have to celebrate this for 2 seconds. This came up. Ratings. Vanderpump Rules reunion is the most watched Bravo show in over 9 years. Dear Bravo fans, like the real in their reality TV. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they were pulling in anywhere from 1 to 2 million viewers for a reunion, and not just like it wasn't like it was, oh, okay, just the first part, girl. No, it was the first, second, third, and on top of that, the secrets revealed. It was something that we weren't expecting, which to me, I kind of thought was amazing. But hold on, it keeps going. Charlie Burnett has been asked to return to her role on Vanderpump Rules for the series' upcoming 11th season, but because of the ongoing fallout of Tom Sandoval and Raquel's affair, she's not yet sold on the idea. As she looked back on the red flags that she missed, shared details about Raquel's weird behavior during the season 10 premiere party, and compared Sandoval's antics to that of a cult leader, Charlie, who joined the show for its 8th season, admitted that she had no idea what she was in for when she agreed to appear on the show. After first being told she was in the running for the show that followed women and men around LA who were trying to break out into the acting industry and show their hustle behind the scenes in 2019, Charlie learned that she was being cast for Vanderpump Rules. I had to now meet an entire cast of people who have been together for years who were like, who is this new girl? That's what she told Rolling Stone in a June 14th interview. And then, since I really worked at the restaurant, I also had to deal with all the SUR employees who have also been there for a while, and some of them also auditioned who wanted to be on the show. While Charlie didn't tune in to the show before joining, she said that in hindsight, it would have been a good idea. I thought by not watching, I would take everyone how they were and just see who they are without having preconceived notions about them. But I definitely should have watched because then I would have understood more of the history. Fast forward to years later, and Charlie found herself in the midst of one of the most controversial scandals of reality television after acting as an unsuspecting accomplice to Sandoval and Raquel, who were secretly sleeping together throughout season 10 behind the back of Ariana Madix. As Vanderpump Rules fans will recall, Charlie not only came to Raquel's defense against Lala and Katie in Lake Havasu, but she was also with her when she purchased her symbolic lightning bolt necklace, which she wore during the affair. And she was also there when Raquel attended Guys Night, after which her romance with Sandoval was believed to have begun. It makes me question, who was I with this last summer? Watching those scenes back, anyone can be like, I wish I saw, or I wish I knew. I said to myself, how could you not put 2 and 2 together? I was so blind to things, but now it kind of feels like we were all pawns in Tom and Raquel's little game. Honestly, watching back, I'm like, is Tom a fucking cult leader? What is he saying to people and convincing them of? After the news of Sandoval and Raquel's affair ultimately broke in March, Charlie received a late night text message from Ariana, and although she initially suspected it was a prank, she later agreed to film additional scenes for Vanderpump Rules season 10 out of support for Ariana. When they asked me to be there, I said 100%. I would come and film and do whatever I needed to do to be there for Ariana. That's all I really cared about. Prior to the filming, Charlie recalled being slightly nervous due to her past issues with Sheena Shea. However, after the cast reunited, the two of them agreed to put their trivial drama behind them. That was actually one of the most refreshing scenes I filmed on Vanderpump Rules. I felt everyone had their guards and their walls down. Everyone was really nice because everyone was just kind of sad. It was kind of like a death in the family. When bad things happen, you put everything to the side. But like many, Charlie hasn't spoken to Raquel, who is believed to be still getting mental health treatment in Arizona. And she hasn't seen her since the season 10 Vanderpump Rules party, where she noticed some odd behavior from her castmate who chose to hang with her and her boyfriend, Corey Loftus, rather than Ariana and Sheena. We haven't spoken in like 4 or 5 months, and you're trying to be my friend in front of these people. Why is that? That's so weird. Then weeks later, the news broke, and I'm starting to realize that they had a plan to slowly pull away. Now, looking back, even that night seemed calculated. Although Charlie hasn't watched the entire reunion quite yet, she did see Raquel's bombshell confession about the timeline of her and Sandoval's romance and her comments about a potential throuple with Ariana. When she made the throuple comment, I was like, Tom has to have these cult leader vibes where he convinces people that what they're doing is okay. I think it's a very dark, twisted mind control game, and I honestly hope she gets out of it. To be honest, the best way that I think that I would think that she would be out of it is her not returning to the show and completely removing herself from the situation. As Raquel's season 11 role remains up in the air, Charlie says that while Raquel seems to be under Sandoval's control amid their affair, she needs to be held accountable for her betrayal of Ariana. To me, she seems like she is in this vulnerable, needy stage because that was her thought process when she was doing this. I believe Tom had to be feeding her stuff, and it had to be a whole mind game because she felt doing the bad things like they were okay. And at the end of the day, we had to be accountable for our actions. And maybe it'd be different if Raquel and Ariana weren't such good friends. I think it'd be different if Ariana wasn't helping Raquel in the summer when she had nowhere to live. So it was like, I gave you a place to live and you're fucking my boyfriend. As for Sandoval, Charlie said his post-affair behavior has been straight up embarrassing. And she claimed that he seems to be going through a textbook midlife crisis. This is not the Tom that I knew. I mean, so said a lot of people. A lot of people said, this is not the Tom that I knew. But it feels like everyone had this mask on last year, and now the masks are off and everyone is showing their true colors. It almost makes me think about how even when I joined my first season, was this whole thing a facade? As season 11 looms, Charlie confirmed that she's been asked to return as a full-time cast member, but she's confessed that she's currently undecided as she looks ahead to filming potential scenes with Raquel. That's uncomfortable for me because I love Ariana. I'm Ariana's friend and I'm very upset with everything that's going on. So I feel like filming next season would be very, very weird and really stressful. How is everyone not going to fight the entire time? Charlie also has concerns about filming with possibly returning cast member Jax Taylor. She said all cast members are rumored to come back, and I don't know how that will look, but I imagine they're probably going to come back with the force because they want to keep that spot again. They don't want to lose that paycheck. If they bring Jax Taylor back, Tom Sandoval is probably going to be so fucking pissed. Charlie posed that the chaotic environment of the show may not be the best place for her. I also think that with this group, a lot of people flip-flop. I'm actually curious to see if everyone still stays friends like they are right now. Everyone has a really core strength because we all hate Tom and Raquel, but we also know how that goes. I'm very curious to see how it unfolds, and I think it probably will unfold very messily. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, I don't think she's wrong, but I do have questions and I am curious. Like, okay, so if you were asked to return full time, that means that everybody most likely received their contracts. But what exactly do those contracts look like? Well, we wouldn't know, but we would love to. Guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. And more importantly, before you go, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.